Hi everyone. Hello, how are you? How have you been? Yeah, it's me, your girl again, Ayo, AY. Today I just picked a random topic, to speak on care of children, especially care of children with special needs. Yeah, as a social work practitioner, as a social work student, and for someone that has have passion for children generally. Yeah, I love children. I love kids. So it just occurred to me, and that let's talk about how we care for special needs children, especially where there's family separation. You know, things happen. Yeah, and we don't blame anyone here. We just try as much as possible to support people. Yeah, especially the child or the children, because they are priority. Yeah, they are very vulnerable. They might not be able to express themselves properly or even at all. And that is where we advocate for them on their behalf. We can't blame the mom, we can't blame the dad if they make up their mind that they don't want to be together again. But they should always put the interest, the best interest of their child or their children first. They will advise they learn to co-parent, yeah, without too much friction. Like, when the going is good, everybody is happy. But when things happen, yeah, it will always be problematic. Yeah, but they should always think about their child or their children. Yeah, the best interest of the child. That is what we advocate for. You know, um, when the family is separated, it is already hard enough, very hard, especially with those children, special needs children, when they are involved. You know, it sure will add some, how do I put it? You know, more complexity emotionally, medically, even practically to the care of that child or those children. Like children with special needs, they are routinized. They have their pattern, already set pattern of doing their things, of expecting things to be done around them. Is it their schooling? Is it their medication? Is it by, their living arrangements? If it suddenly changes, then it becomes a huge problem to them. So that is why we advocate that those parents should always put the child's needs at the very center if they have to go their separate ways. They should try as much as possible to keep those daily routines of the child. Things like their schooling, their therapy, their food, yeah, even bedtime routines. Some will like to go to bed with their teddies, some will prefer one of the parents to stay with them until they fall asleep. We should try to be consistent as much as possible. The parents is what I'm talking about now. They should minimize changes in the lives of those children, in their living arrangements, unless it is absolutely necessary to do that. They should seek for support, because this is something two people have been doing. Now the child is left with only one person, maybe the mom or the dad. So they should seek support, especially special education services. They should go to them. They should go. You can Google it to know where to go, where to seek for your support, because stability really matters more than the conflict between the parents. We advocate again that parents should try as much as possible to create detailed care plan. Now that it's only one person, maybe they have to go to work, they have to go for their business, so that they can be able to take care of that child financially. Then they should try as much as possible to put everything in a written plan, like a written care plan. If you are taking the child to a minder, if your family member is coming in to care for the child while you are away, you write everything down, not ambiguously, in very plain language that could be understood by everybody and anybody. Things like the child's medical history, things like their medications, things like their GP, things like like emergency procedures in case something happens before you come back. You put their excuse me, you put their communication methods. You let the minder know, or is it the school? This is how my child communicates. This is what they communicate. Is it sign language? Do they use PECs? Do they like to show you things on their tablets? Are they verbal? Are they non-verbal? So you have to put everything in writing. Do they have sensory needs? What are their triggers? What triggers them behaviorally? What do they not like that will make them angry? What do they like that will make them extra excited? What are the strategies for calming them when things happen like that? Because definitely things happen. These children are just as human as all of us. So there's really no big deal when they are trying to communicate. People see it as tantrums. No, we don't see it as tantrums. We see it as their way of communicating, because every action or reaction is a form of, or every behavior, action, reaction is a form of communication to you. So both the caregivers, the parents, the school, the crèche, they should understand and follow the plan religiously, consistently. The two parents, no matter what they are going through between themselves, they should try as much as possible to co-parent with extra coordination. Share updates about the health of the child between yourselves. You share the calendars, you co-parent. There are now co-parenting apps that the two of you can see what is going on in the life of the child, medically, even in school, stuff like that. And please avoid arguing in front of the child, because the stress can worsen their symptoms or their behaviors. Be emotionally there for your child. Reassure them every now and then, and explain that separation to them. you know, in the simplest language. Let them know, oh, daddy is no more here. Oh, mommy has left, but we are fine and we are going to be fine. I'm going to be with you. I'll be there for you every time. So reassure them so that even their own minds will be at rest, and show them love. Loads and loads of love. Before you know it, they will be flying. If this has been of help to you in one way or the other, because like I always say, you are not alone. We are here for one another. Please subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment, because we are learning every day and every time. Thanks for listening. I'll see you some other time. Yeah? Peace out. Bye.